Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Brand. I'm your host, Stuart, and today we're going to be looking at a scam. What am I talking about? Well, apparently, over the weekend in Glasgow, there was a fully immersive Willy Wonka experience that was being sold to the area to come and enjoy a fully immersive Willy Wonka experience with chocolate and actors and just to be overwhelmed, kind of being a fully realized interactive experience. Now, I have an idea of what, when you say that, there's an idea that pops in my head, and I'll get to that later. But let's just take a look at what this was. This article actually says it's the Welcome to Firefest Wonka edition, which is hilarious because if you're not familiar with the Firefest, there are several documentaries on Hulu, and it is absolutely just what it is like watching watching a train wreck. It's just terrible. I mean, what was promised and what was delivered was insane. People were swindled out of their money. It was just unreal. And this is what it feels like for a lot of these parents. So let's just kind of scroll down here so we can get some pictures and show you what's going on. Now, you see these pictures here. These look like really nice AI generated pictures. It's like, oh, this fully Wonka experience. Cool. I'm in. If I was saw these pictures, I was like, great. This is something cool I'm gonna take my kids to. Wonderful. And you know what? I'd have probably paid exactly what it was, which was about $40 for entry, which really isn't bad for a fully immersive experience. And down here's what you got. And I'm going to link an article so you can, which has all the Twitter links, so you can see all the photographs. But tables, literally, just set up like cafeteria style. A little rainbow archway right here into a blackened curtained wall. A picture, hey, a picture on the wall. That's immersive, right? And this little, I want to say bed sheets of dividers and rooms that's within this area right here. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. You give any local theater troupe in the state of Texas, heck, we'll go to high school theater department a week to build a set better than this, and they will deliver. I guarantee you. I've seen some really crazy, bad plays and wonderful plays. I've seen some stuff that high schools have put on, and I'm just like, wow, that's incredible. The sets, the design, everything was incredible. And they did it longer than a week, but they could pull anything better off than this in a week for sure. This is an absolute scam, and parents are enraged. And the article goes on to talk about how the actors realized when they got there, we're not getting paid for this, are we? And they were they were supposed to be giving the site said, hey, there'll be chocolate and all this, and each child got 2 jelly beans and a quarter cup of lemonade. I mean, at some point, about halfway through, I guess their scheduled viewing on this opening day, they shut the thing down because police were called. They were like, we were scammed. Parents are mad as all get out with good reason. And the kids are literally crying. Because, I mean, kids went and saw the Wonka movie and loved it. My kids, even though they're pre-teen age, and they really enjoyed Wonka. So why wouldn't I want to take my kids to go to this experience? And then just knowing that they were truly ripped off, they're enraged. And of course they would be. I would. Believe me. I'd be biting my tongue to avoid saying some choice words, I guarantee you. And it's hard to not get mad at the people there because the actors really they're being scammed as much as the parents that paid. So I'm really upset about this. This exists. And I just want to point it out because it's crazy. And here's what I think of when I think fully immersive experience. I was planning a road trip a few years ago with my kids, then COVID happened. But we were going to be going through New Mexico, and a friend of mine lives there, teaches at a university there. And I called her up and said, hey, what's some good, what, I haven't been to New Mexico in years. What are some places we should stop? And she said, you have to stop in Santa Fe and you have to go to Meow Wolf. And I'm like, What in the world is that? I have no idea what you're talking about. Never heard of it. Was like, okay. And so this was years ago, and it's an immersive art exhibit, fully immersive, fully interactive. What this was supposed to be, and it's not. Um, they've since expanded, and I've found out that, oh, there's one within driving distance of me now. So I will be going this spring break with my kids to show. So what does a fully immersive art exhibit look like? Well, let me show you. Meow Wolf. Each experience, each city is different. And every few years, like every year or two, they completely tear everything out of their sets and redo it all. So you can keep coming back and experiencing completely different experiences. And even like you can go day after day and it's going to be something different. You're going to see something different. You're going to just be immersed in a completely different part of the exhibit that you just didn't notice before. This is what we think about when we say fully immersive versus the tragedy that we see here. I mean, it is just something else. It is just beyond comprehension that you could with a straight face say, "Yeah, looks good. Let's do it." Whoever was in charge of putting this together, whoever signed off and said, "Yeah, we should open our doors," should never be in this business again because this is a letdown. This this is so bad that you can't say this was not a scam. And I'm curious to see what's actually going to happen. Any updates on it, I'll kind of post in the comments below. So if you see this video later, you can kind of see what's happened since. But honestly, I mean, this is just ridiculous because this is you scammed parents that are trying to give their kids a new experience, something they're going to remember years later in life. You that's that's what kids want. They don't want toys and expensive stuff. Trust me, they'll forget the toys they got as presents. They'll remember experiences, and parents know this. And this is what they want to give their kids. This is what I want to give my kids. That's why we take road trips every summer now, because we're going to go see America. We're going to go see different things. We're going to see parts of cities and parts of states that normal people don't go to. Yeah, we're going to do the touristy stuff too, but hey, we're going to have fun. So this is just a complete disappointment, and I'm really upset at the people that put this on, not the actors that were paid and scammed, um, because it was just crazy. This this is a terrible affront to people trying to do good, wonderful experiences for their children. So I just want to point this out because this is just something that just I don't even understand why you would even attempt to put this on. I mean, it's an empty warehouse with decorations that you didn't spend $100 on. I mean, seriously, it's sad and pathetic. There's a lot of videos I could show, but I'm not going to because the children's faces literally make me want to cry because they're just devastated and in tears. It's terrible. But just want to bring this to your attention because, hey, stuff like this exists and it happens, but we should be diligent and be prepared to avoid these things and to do our due diligence and research and don't go to things that are 100% AI generated. Let's see the video footage. Let's see the still pictures of your exhibits. Don't be scam people. But it is what it is, and it's a sad, sad experience for a lot of children, and that breaks my heart. So, until next time, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.